Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Thanks for stopping by, and if you haven't already, please subscribe so you can check out future videos. So the topic today, I wanted to talk about some of my favorite party games. Me and my family, we like to have a bunch of game nights. You know, every couple months we all get together, aunts, cousins, everything. And we like to play little drinking games, some not really dirty games, but adult type board games, card games, stuff like that. So today I just wanted to talk about 5 games that we really like to play. Maybe you guys can incorporate this into your future game nights. So let's take a look. So the first game is definitely a drinking game. It's called Slap Pack Game. Okay, and so I found this in the aisle, the party aisle at Walmart. It was by like the bridal stuff and baby shower stuff, just their general party aisle. But anyways, do you guys remember the slap bracelets you used to have when you were a kid? Basically, this is what it is. It's a slap bracelet, but for your drink. So for your bottle or for your cup. I thought it was really fun sounding. So basically it comes with 6, you can see in here, 6 slap bracelets, all a different color. Okay. Each bracelet has a drinking rule on it. All right. So what we do to pass these out is I just get a dice in a bowl or something, pass it around. We pick a number, say 3. Okay. So anyone who rolls a 3 has to pick a bracelet. Okay. And they have to put this on their drink. So I usually just, you know, if they roll a 3, go like this, they pick one. So some of these are, let's see, drink when someone says party. Speak only with an accent or take a drink. That's a fun one. Drink when someone says the word drink. Drink when someone says your name. That's a good one. So again, last 2, if you curse, take a drink. And drink if you touch your phone. So basically, beware of the pink one because you'll be drinking a lot. Now, general concept is if you finish your drink, you have to pass the dice around. Whoever rolls the 3 or whatever number you pick would have to then take this bracelet. So, I mean, you can keep it for the same person all night. You can switch it at the top of each hour, every half hour when the person finishes their drink. It's just kind of up to you. But really fun. Again, little slap bracelet wrapped around your bottle, your wine glass, or whatever. Just adds a little extra game that kind of goes throughout the evening. So the second game I have, you can buy this game online. I think it's part of a Kickstarter campaign, or they also give you the option to kind of print it on your own. It's called the voting game. So I went with the free option of you just sign up for the mailing list and they'll email you a PDF, and then you can go ahead and cut all the pieces and everything. But this is really fun. Now when you play the game, it's called the voting game, you will need some pins. Okay, so I keep it all in this big gallon Ziploc. So you'll need some pins, and then there's a bunch of cards. So again, when I printed this, I have the instructions, and again, it's kind of nice because it all fits in a gallon Ziploc. But the point of the game, it brings a lot of laughs and everything. There's cards that are pre-made, and then there's blanks. So if your group wants to be fun and kind of create your own items to vote on, you can do that. You'll also need kind of a bowl. Well, actually, you don't need a bowl. You can, or you can use the cards they give you. But basically the way it goes, you go around the table and you pick from the deck in the middle. So one person at a time. So let's pretend that I pick from this pile. So there's a pile of cards. Again, I cut the cards out. Sorry, my phone rang. So again, with the voting game, you put the deck of cards in the middle, which I have in this bag, and then one at a time you go around and you read what you're voting on. Now, each of the players will be assigned a number. Okay, so there's numbers, I think it's like 1 through 9, which again, I printed out, and I actually printed out and cut all of these. I used like a paper cutter, so it's made it a lot faster. So again, each player is assigned a number, and then you pass these out to everyone. So it just makes it easier to vote. But honestly, we never use these because we usually have more than 9 people. So we just get scrap paper, and then every time you vote, you just write the person's name, put it in a bowl. Makes it faster. So the fun part is what you're voting on. So it's kind of just funny little things, but it's just funny to see, you know, sometimes you can get offended, like, oh, why did they vote for me or whatever. So you just kind of, I'll act like I'm playing. So you pick up the thing, you read it. Who has watched a whole season of a TV show without leaving the house? And then everyone would write down who they think would do that, put it in the bowl. then the person who reads it has to then, once the votes are in there, they read them one at a time, kind of like Survivor style. Like, all right, 1 vote for so-and-so, 2 votes for so-and-so. And like I said, it's really funny depending on what you're voting on. When people get a vote in there, they're either offended or they think it's funny or flattering. Who would survive the longest in a zombie apocalypse? Who, if called upon, will be able to give the best toast right now? Who would you choose to be your cellmate in prison? That's a good one. Ooh, who isn't wearing underwear right now? And prove it. Maybe not prove it part. So again, there's just all sorts of fun little questions in here. It's a fun game. You get lots of laughs. You can play as long as you want. But it's pretty easy for the whole family. All right, so another game I like to play at game nights is the game of things. Now, since it's all adults and we try to be silly and goofy, this is actually the game of nasty things. So same concept as the other game of things, but just a little bit dirtier things, I guess. So again, this game's really fun. You can have as many people as you want. It says 18. It says for groups of immoral people 18 and older. So the concept with the game of things, if you've never played it, basically there's a stack of cards in the middle. So there's an example on the back, and it gives you like a topic. So an example, things the first lady won't let the president do. Things zombies do when they're not eating people. Things you learn from watching porn. I mean, these are just examples from the back, but basically everyone writes a response to the card, okay, and then they throw it in a bowl, okay? Now, the person who read the card then has to read all of the responses. And then basically you have to guess which one of your friends or family members said it. Okay, so everyone puts their guess down. You have to go around the room one at a time trying to guess. Like say one of the clues is like pickles, hamburgers, cheeseburgers, steak, for example. So you go around to the next person and you have to guess who said cheeseburger and pickles. So it's kind of a process of elimination type thing as you go around. But it's really fun. Again, gets a lot of great laughs. So again, that's the game of nasty things. All right, so another game we like, and this is a play on Cards Against Humanity. But this one I got on Amazon for ages 17 and up. It's called Skewered and Roasted. Okay, so again, same concept as Cards Against Humanity, except for it's a little more personal. So this game is best played with 4+ players, roasting time about 60 to 90 minutes. So on the back of the box here, explains Skewered and Roasted, cards insulting you personally. So they say if you have an ego that's easily bruised, you know, this would be fun for those people. Party game for your friends to freely express what you really think about each other. This game includes 100 black cards, 480 white cards, with 20 more to write your own insults. So basically, you know, the person who's getting roasted or skewered, sorry, is going to read the black cards. I'll pull one out. It says, all I want for Christmas is blank. So all of the responses have to be kind of insulting me. And then just like Cards Against Humanity, you pick the funniest one. So that's funny. An Olympic gym routine. And some of these are really raunchy. Penile implants. The voices in my head. Just pulling out random cards. Bait and switch. Buzzkill. Fake moaning. Plumber's crack. So, I mean, these just, not the ones maybe I've specifically pulled out. But dry humping, mom and dad having sex. It's just a lot funnier. And again, you're kind of roasting that person that's reading the card, and then that person gets to vote on which one's the funniest. So just kind of a fun game. Another twist if you're sick of Cards Against Humanity. This one's good. Skewered and Roasted. You can get it on Amazon. That's where I got it at least. Now the last game I have today is called Dirty Minds. It's the game of dirty clues. Naughty clues. Whatever. And so basically you can play this individual, not individual, but single player, or you can play in large groups. I like to play in large groups again because we usually have 10 to 15 people for game night. But the concept here is called Dirty Minds, but you actually have to have a clean mind to win. So what happens is they give you a big pile of cards. So you got a bunch of cards here. You scatter them in the middle of the table. Okay. Now each card has something on it. So it might have a Y. Take 2. There's a wild card. A dash. There's lose a card. So again, the point is when you get the clue right, you get to pick up cards. You have to spell out the word dirty. To make the game last longer, we usually find that, especially if you play in large groups, to spell the word dirty 3 times. That way it makes it go fast or take longer. So what we usually do, just in our experience, we play guys versus girls. There are 4 clue books. Okay, and so you give one book to one team, the other to the other team. And then we just go kind of sit in a row, and like girls go first, you have one person read, then the next time the next person reads, and so on. Now the instructions are inside the book, of course. But just to give you an idea of kind of what it seems or what it's about, again, the clues are dirty, but the answer is clean. So an example, I'm spread before I'm eaten. Your tongue gets me off, and people sometimes lick my nuts. And so basically you read one clue at a time, you read a clue, they get to guess. You read the next clue, they get to guess again. And then depending on how many clues it takes you is how many cards you get to pick up. Now the answer for this one would be peanut butter. Next clue, I assist an erection. Sometimes big balls hang from me. I'm a big swinger. The answer is crane. Another one. I last a long time when conditions are right. You never know how many inches you'll get. You never know when I'm going to come. Snowstorm. So again, there's a bunch of clues. So again, kind of take turns reading them. It brings a lot of laughter as people try to analyze or try to figure out what it is. Lots of variations of how you can play to get points. You can keep points. You don't have to do points. You can spell out dirty and so on. So that's a good game. Gets a lot of laughs. So really fun. Alright guys, so thanks for watching the video today. If you haven't already, please make sure you subscribe to check out future videos. And please share with me what kind of games you guys play at game night. Drinking games, board games, I love any type. So put it down in the comments below so we can check out what you guys have been playing. Thanks for watching.